You're watching CNBC On Demand.
Here's a sneak peek at the season premiere of American Greed.
He is a brash self-promoter who's called himself the world's most eligible bachelor. But this morning, he was in handcuffs, accused of duping investors out of millions of dollars.
On December 17th, 2015, Martin Shkreli is arrested and indicted on 8 criminal counts of securities fraud by the Department of Justice for his time with MSNB Capital and his subsequent dealings. Clearly, the charges aren't related to raising the price of Daraprim, but that doesn't mean he's off the hook for it. Another branch of government wants answers for that. In February 2016, the U.S. Congress brings him forward to testify about rapacious drug pricing. And the outspoken CEO is suddenly silent.
What do you say to that single pregnant woman who might have AIDS, no income, and she needs Daraprim in order to survive? What do you say to her when she has to make that choice? What do you say to her?
On the advice of counsel, I invoke my Fifth Amendment privilege against self-incrimination and respectfully decline to answer your question.
Do you think you've done anything wrong?
On the advice of counsel, I invoke my Fifth Amendment privilege against self-incrimination and respectfully decline to answer your question.
He gets dragged before Congress to testify, and he's contemptuous. He's rolling his eyes at the congressman instead of saying, being respectful. He's taunting the people that are criticizing him.
You can look away if you like, but I wish you could see the faces of people, no matter what Ms. Retzlaff says, who cannot get the drugs that they need. And by the way...
And then when he was finally excused because he kept telling them he wasn't going to answer their questions, he immediately tweeted that the congressmen are imbeciles.
Despite being in the crosshairs of the U.S. government, Shkreli apparently believes he has more important feuds to rectify.
Well, Donkey of the Day for Friday, January 29th goes to Martin Shkreli. Do you know who that is?
Yes.
Yes.
Donkey of the Day is a segment that I do on my show, The Breakfast Club. I give people the credit they deserve for being stupid. And I mean, I think history has shown that nobody deserves a lot more credit for being stupid than Martin Shkreli.
After buying the single copy of the Wu-Tang's album Once Upon a Time in Shaolin for reportedly more than $2 million, a TMZ interview with Wu-Tang's Ghostface Killah turns Shkreli from an avid supporter to a bitter enemy.
I gotta ask you guys, man. You guys know that guy bought you guys this $2 million, your CD for $2 million at the auction?
Yeah, that head. Yeah. Head brought it. Hell no. You know what I mean?
Martin Shkreli.
Yeah, nah.
Shkreli is really sensitive about any perceived slights. That wasn't a perceived slight, that was an obvious slight. But yeah, he seemed to jump at the opportunity to seem to be threatening Ghostface Killah in a video back. And I think TMZ ran with all of it, which probably thrilled him.
Dennis, I'm going to call you by your government name. You're not a Ghostface Killah. I'm sorry.
It started with Martin getting online and just talking reckless, you know what I'm saying, with some guys. He rented some goons, and he had these goons standing behind him in a video, and he was just talking real greasy.
You know, at the end of the day, I'm very sorry for you. You're an old man. You're an old man that's lost his relevance, and you're trying to reclaim the spotlight from my spotlight. That's not going to work, Ghost. Dennis.
Ghostface Killah isn't one to back down. He comes back with a video posted on his website, dynamitesticks.com.
Hey, yo, man, you hilarious, man. You must be on Ritalin or something, man. You know what I mean? Check this out, man. It's like, yo, you a fake supervillain, man.
Ghostface is just entertaining the people. That's not even really energy for Martin. That's energy for us. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that.
This is the guy right here that planned on challenging me. The man with the 12-year-old body. This who he be. His name is Shkreli right there. When y'all see him, you know what I mean?
Oh, he's having a ball. Pee-wee Shkreli. And the fact that he looks so much like Pee-wee Herman. He really does look like Pee-wee Herman in the face. A lot.
You're watching The Breakfast Club.
After Charlemagne the God makes him donkey of the day, Shkreli asks to come on the show for a face-to-face. The Breakfast Club gladly obliges.
He came in here and tried to shake my hand. I said, nope, I can't shake your hand. I need to know what you're all about first. All right. So first question, are you a privileged, entitled No, come on, man. Break it down.
Nah, I didn't shake his hand because I knew he was a I mean, I just knew he was a from what I saw, you know, in interviews and, you know, what I read in the news. And, you know, I just knew he wasn't my type of person.
All right. And Ghostface is going to smack the
We'll see, man. Bring it. I wish he would.
All right. Wish he would.
The leader of the Douche-Tang clan, the Dizzle, ladies and gentlemen.
In the meantime, while awaiting his trial on 8 felony counts, Shkreli doesn't shy away. He goes all in on social media, challenging friends and foes alike. See the whole story and get the verdict on the season premiere of American Greed, Monday, 10 Eastern, CNBC. Get yours.